The recruitment of police officers entails many processes that must be completed before one is eligible to be an officer. The first process is evaluating one's strengths and weaknesses by checking to see if he or she qualifies to join the police force. The second step is to contact the police department in order to get the application form, which is mandatory before anyone can join the force. The department then sends a copy of the form to the applicant. The applicant must fill out the form and send it back to the offices where he or she got the form. The candidate has to fill in all the relevant details of his or her past that can help prove that he or she deserves to join the police force. If the candidate is successful, he or she will go to the assessment center where the applicant has to do a written examination. The exam paper, which they call the Police Civil Service Exam, is a part of the recruitment process. The paper consists of 8 main divisions that include comprehension, mathematics, report writing, grammar tests, direction giving, communication skills, and spelling. Physical fitness check. After completing the exam paper and getting above 60%, the applicant moves on to the next process, which is the fitness check. The applicant must pass the 3 main tests, which are his or her aerobic capacity and power and the ability of the applicant to endure difficult situations. The police oral board interview is the next step in the process. Here, the applicant has to answer questions related to very many different fields and subjects. If a candidate is successful, then he will go for the medical and psychological tests, then proceed to the police academy training program. Training process. The training process in the police academy consists of 3 key parts. The first one is training the recruits on the basic duties of a police officer. The applicants will be given training on how to make arrests and book a suspect into the station. The recruit will also get training on the different techniques that he or she can apply when undertaking an investigation. Training the potential officers on how to use the police radio calls is also a part of the training process. The recruits get the chance of knowing how to make different kinds of reports and ways of implementing traffic laws. In the academy, the officers get training on how to drive different vehicles and the tactics of following suspects. Handling firearms. The vital part of the training is on how to handle firearms. The supposed officers get training on how to operate cadets, how to use the weapons for firing, also how to ensure that the weapon is well taken care of by the officer. The officers get trained on how to pursue armed suspects and how to get the weapon from such a suspect. Physical fitness training. The other part of training is physical fitness training. Here, the officers undergo physical forms of training that help them improve their endurance levels. The physical exercises help to keep the officer fit and gain the strength required to handle the firearms. Self-defense is also a part of this training. The officer is taught different self-defense mechanisms if he or she is in danger. Career development programs. Career development programs are undertaken after 3 years in the service. The officers can apply to a career development where the applicant specializes in a career of choice in the field. The police officers have to undergo training in order to move to the next rank. This and many other essays are available at studycorgi.com.